I wish to have no connection with any ship that does not sail fast, for I intend to go in harm's way. Hello everybody, it is Windrose day 6. Today is going to be a really big day because I want to build a brig. I have a quest that is taking me up to a foothills island that is heavily patrolled by Blackbeard ships. So every time I go around the north side of this island, it's just swarms, wolf packs of his ships. So I think I need a little more firepower. Luckily for you guys, you don't have to watch me farm all the materials. I have them all in my inventory. So what I'm going to be building today is a Blackbeard Brig. We're going to be using Blackbeard's own medicine against him. This one is going to let me have 24 pounders. So I'm going to have way more firepower. I think the only downside is that it has lower hit points. But we're going to see how it goes. Here it is, Blackbeard Brig variant. It's that easy. So let's manage the ship. I'm going to give it a name. We're going to call it the Mockingbird. Thank you to the comments, specifically Denny, for suggesting Mockingbird because I'm going to mock Blackbeard with it. And then sales-wise, let's do From the Depths. This is one of the sales that I looted from somewhere. And we're going to taunt Blackbeard with Blackbeard's own flag. I think that's going to do it. Okay. Cargo and gear. I've crafted hull bracing, stand fast hull bracing, which will give me 5 stacks of stand fast and reduces incoming damage by 25% for 3 seconds. So we're going to go with that. I figure I need it because of the less HP that it has. We also have no quarter for naval tactics, which means that if I take down a ship within 50 meters, my ship will restore 30% HP over 10 seconds. That does work when you sink a ship while boarding, and then we just have the basic boarding gear. And I have 24 pounders, devastating 24 pounders. So these have stacks that will increase damage by 10% if more than 50% of my volleys hit that ship. It will put the raked effect on them. So anyway, we're going to make this our flagship. And we're going to summon it. So this is the Flying Fortress, my tanky Ketch. Now I'm wondering where this is going to pop up. I'm gonna hope that okay, it's just gonna go behind. It's so much bigger, that's insane. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop over and we're gonna use the Flying Fortress as a kind of walkway to get over to the Mockingbird. Look at her. So nice. I can't see what the figurehead is. I think it might be a skeleton with a torch. Very cool. I'm not sure what's on the aft. It looks like vultures of some sort. But anyway, let's see if I can make the jump over. Come on. Thank goodness there are no scary creatures in the water. It'd be a bit more daunting to hop over. Wow, the wheel looks so much bigger. Everything looks bigger. I've even got a cabin in here. I do wish we could actually put things in the cabin. Look at the designs on the walls. It's got the purple. I love purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors. Wow. All of our hard work has amounted to this new brig. I can't quite see it, but yeah, that figurehead looks really cool. It looks like it's got bat wings on it. So as I said, this is the Blackbeard Brig variant. Let's just take a peek below deck really quickly. Nothing too special down here. Still looks really cool though. Okay, it's time to set sail. It is time to set sail. We are going to take her... Whoops, getting lost. We are going to take her up to that island, and we're going to start from, let's see, we're going to start from here and head northwest. So we'll see how she sails. Okay, so I have a lot planned today. I have quite a few quests I need to get done. There's the Henry Every quest line that still needs to be completed. We still need to finish Henry's story. He was Long Ben. His alias was Long Ben in Tortuga. He's running a smuggling ring. He needs help taking down Marlowe's ship. So now that we have the upgraded brig, I definitely think that is going to be something I'll be able to do. Also, what I would like to do, and thank you to the comments for this suggestion, you can get into your flagship's inventory through your own inventory, which I hadn't realized. So very convenient. I'm putting all of my repair materials in here. I like having the green ones on the first Hotkeys. There we go. You know what? I need a master. Okay. I've got grog if we need it. Grog gives you buffs as you're doing combat. Now keep in mind, this will be my first time fighting in a brig and also using the 24 pounders. I'm not sure what reload is like. I'm not sure how different the aiming is. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So here we go. Look at this. So I set sail in Blackbeard's brig for the first time in search of Blackbeard's own ships to take down so that I could clear away what was remaining around that foothills island so that I could continue my quest in search of Israel Hands and the hidden artifact. Sing us into battle, men. What do we have here? A Blackbeard hauler, Blackbeard gunboats, all level 8. Let's see if we can pull one away from the group. I want to go for that one that hopefully is going to aggro me here. I'm going to try and tease it. Yes, okay, good. So we should have picked up 1 or 2 of those, hopefully not all of them. So I'm going to turn and see if I can kite away. Oh no! Okay, we haven't been hit yet. See, our stack of standfast is still there. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Do a leading shot there. Holy cow! This is my first time taking on a level 8 ship, and the Mockingbird just destroyed that gunboat. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get with this one. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So far, so good. Hopefully I don't miss that shot. Nice, okay. And then dead ahead. Get some shots on the hauler. I'm gonna pick up speed and turn. Ooh! Almost missed that there. And I'm not gonna hit that, but that's okay. Okay. I cannot believe how quick it was to take that ship down. Because you gotta remember, I've been on my little Ketch just doing the 12-pounder guns on level 5 Blackbeard ships. None of this crazy stuff. This should be a good one. Oh, check that out. Alright, now I'm gonna slow down to turn quicker. Thank you for that suggestion in the comments. And we're gonna fire from the 4s. Nice. And that should be a good hit. Look at that. Wow. Okay, well, beyond me basically stopping there, I think that went pretty well. I'm just gonna go ahead. Let's see. I should be able to just sink this one really quickly. I am absolutely shocked at how much firepower this thing has. And remember, I've upgraded all of the gear that I put on this to 10. It's just such a huge difference from what I'm used to. Alright, let's board. Now boarding. This is going to be the first attempt at boarding, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not like bad at boarding, I just tend to put myself in precarious situations. So let's see. Is this a brig as well? Is this Blackbeard hauler technically a brig? I guess we're about to find out. I need to eat my food, which I will do as soon as I pull up on it here. Uh-oh, I think we're about to come smash on its back end. Sorry. You're gonna sink anyway. Sometimes those waves really throw you forward. Alright. Let's come up on our starboard side here and activate the boarding. Alright. Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. I left one of my foods. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful. We're gonna have to be very careful. That's the only downside to... let's see. That's the only downside to the Q hotkey that allows you to... get out. Anyway, the Q key allows you to deposit items of similar value or similar status into the chest. Sometimes it will just deposit the food that I really don't want it to deposit, which is absolutely what just happened there, so I need to be much more mindful. Kind of just hanging back here. Dua Lipa, get in there. See, I can help with this guy. All right. I've got a bandage somewhere. Not gonna bother with it though. I think I can hang back and wait for my crew to take this sailor on. Yeah, I can't even reach him. Can reach this guy though. There we go. All right, 2 more. I do have a gun, but I don't want to waste gunpowder. I need to pick up sulfur the next time I head to the islands. Which should be momentarily, assuming that all of this goes well. Nice. Oh, shoot! No, no, no! There we go. Alright, good job, men. So, that wasn't that bad. I'm still in shock at how quick it was to sink those ships, though. That's just insane. And look at this. Now that we've gone up a level in ships, we're getting veteran insignias as well. So that's definitely new loot for me. I'm also noticing that the Blackbeard has very little storage, so I'm definitely gonna have to, you know, be aware of that as we go through all this. Okay. Well, hey. The ship is doing exactly what I wanted the ship to do. I don't even think... Did she take any damage, or did I just gain all of the health back from sinking that? The no quarter there when I boarded and sank that ship. But look at her. She's stunning. I love it. Definitely my new favorite ship. I cannot get over what quick work she made of those. Very cool. The frigate now. Now that I've seen how this thing handles, I can't wait to see what a frigate's like. Anyway, we've got a Blackbeard transport. It's level 10. Shall we see what a level 10 is like? I think we should. I want to see what loot she has, what booty she's got on her. Context. Okay. And it actually doesn't have a patrol with it. And for this one, let's see, we've got increases damage resistance. Let's do that. Or should I do increases damage? Let's do increases damage. Deadeye Grog increases damage. I'm just gonna go full damage. Oh, she's turning to us. She's turning her aft. Her stern. She shouldn't be. Oh, darn, I missed those. Alright, here we go. And... that should be a good hit. I didn't get one shot. What happened there? Repairing with my kits? I have no idea what happened there. Did the wave get in the way? This is not starting well. The mockingbird is being mocked. Definitely cannot take that shot. Alright, it looks like she's gonna try and fire on me here. I'm going to continue turning. That way I can... Alright, let's try this again. Come on. There we go. Okay, that was better. I don't think she's gonna be able to cross in front of me in time. Got some shots on her and I can switch now. There we go. Okay, good. Come on, pick up speed again. I don't like being a sitting duck here. Fortunately for us though, she still turned her backside to us. That should be a good shot actually. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I was thinking these would be way harder, but then again I did come into things quite well prepared, so. Now, this is level 10 and as I said, I'm running low on food, on my good food, because I made that mistake of depositing it in my quick deposit. So again, this might be a little bit rough, but I think we'll come out on top. I might actually use my my musket for this one. Yeah. It's only level 5 though. Alright, men. Head on across. Missed. Nice. I'll take a few more shots and then I'll head over. Here we go. shoot. I gotta get out of here. I can't tell who's on my side and who's not. Now, this is where I was getting stuck before. Shoot, get out of there. I should mention that all of my borders are level 10. Shoot. No, 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 no. I'm gonna die. No! Okay, I can pick up my food and we can come back and do this again. It seemed to me that the stairs actually claimed me rather than one of Blackbeard's raiders. Although I decided to concede defeat, I did return, but I found that the ship was missing, so I decided to push on. So I am nearing my post-mortem cache here, and it looks like Blackbeard has sent even more men. Oh no. That's fine, I don't need those munitions. So unfortunately, this brig has a very small inventory, so I can't pack that up. But anyway, let's clear these ships and then place down the caches that I wanted. So let's see here. Nice. Now, really cool is that the Deadeye Grog will continue even if you get defeated. Wow, I didn't get a shot there. This is going to be a bit rough. Maybe not. We might be able to turn. I'm going to slow down to turn and set this shot up. There we go. I'm going to turn away from her. Ooh! Yep, not very good. Try and turn before they can hit us. Oh, we're stuck on them. That was bizarre. Alright, let's line up this shot on this raider. That should be a good one. There we go. We've still got 2 stacks of standfast going. And definitely noticing that this turns way differently than the other ship did. This wave is going to make this tricky. There we go. Got a few shots. That was much better. Okay. Line up this starboard broadside. And went right through the rigging, I'm pretty sure. Went right through the rigging. Alright. I need to get shots like I was sinking on those other ones. Darn, I was too far out on that one. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you're just out of range or not. Alright, head on. I gotta wait for her to get into view though. There we go. That was a good one. Okay. Now. Ooh! I did not mean to shoot that. This is just a disaster. Absolute chaos. Good news is I'll be able to get a shot here if I can turn quickly enough. There we go. That's a really good one. Okay, finally. Now, she's gonna turn. And I'm gonna turn. See if I can line this up just about, but not quite. Ooh, I need to heal. Yeah, those got a few shots in, but really need to worry about my health here. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna see if I can sink this one within 50. Nope. I was gonna try. And show you guys the healing. So watch, if I sink this one, my ship will now start to repair itself because I was within range. It's already at full health. Alright. Let's try and get a shot from the 4. That was a good one. And now... that was a good one as well. There we go. Okay. Whew. Alright. Boarding take 2. On the brig. I'm gonna have to turn. I was gonna say, man, this thing's like steering a boat, turning wise, and it's literally a boat. So, used to have this town car that was like, every time you wanted to turn it, it was like turning a boat. Okay. Got me food this time. And I'm not going anywhere near those stairs. My question is, do enemies spawn back here? You know, like, will I be okay just fighting back here or not? Alright, men. You've got this. I'm gonna hop over, and I'm gonna just try and focus on this sergeant. Let's see. There we go. Nice. Okay, sergeant down. Good. Really hoping no one spawns back here. I do not like that they can hit through my crew and get me. I'm gonna bandage real quick. Alright, that sailor's down. Ooh! 6 more to go. Nice headshot. Nice. Alright. Who's next? And I gotta get out of there. I haven't been able to use my saber buff yet. 7. Okay, 2 more. Here we go. This should be it. There we go. Okay, we got it. Now, this is a new piece of loot. This is contraband. Contraband. Unmarked cargo meant to stay off the books could be sold to smugglers. I wonder how much that's worth. And then I'm gonna drop this wood and pick up those munitions. Okay. So, not too bad. Little bit clumsy, little bit clumsy. There are gonna be days where I'm just on my game, and there are gonna be days where I make many mistakes. Today is definitely one of those days. So let's sync this. So I'm noticing that I need practice with figuring out how far exactly my cannons go. There we go. We'll spin by and pick that up. Because it seems like sometimes the mark for where the cannons are supposed to shoot looks like it hits, but it's actually in the water. That actually happened quite a bit to me. Not my strongest suit, but the good news is the brig has accomplished the goal of clearing the way to the island I need to get to for this quest. So, I do believe, yes, I have my fast travel bell with me. I need to grab that out of my inventory so that I can just place it down as soon as we get there. But man, this thing is a force to be reckoned with. It sails so different from the Ketch, and I love that. I really like that each ship has its own identity. So like this one I may not use for island bopping, like from island to island, but when I want to get into combat, this is definitely the one I'm going to use. I'll also note that it seems like the level of the crew, or I should say the number of the crew, is the same from the brig to the Ketch when you're talking about boarding. So I don't think you get more crew members when you upgrade your boarding gear. They just get better. I think that's the deal. Okay, I should be... We're about to... Yep, crash. But this is a new island. So let's get my usual spawn point up. Let's get that travel bell going. I can place 6 more bells, so I'm in pretty good shape here. Alright, so I can already see one of the Blackbeard camps off in the distance. It's quite close, we could just go check it out. I already have the good food on me, so I think I should have no problem just poking this a bit. Also would love it if I could come across a sulfur mine so I could pick up some sulfur now that I have my iron pickaxe. I've been waiting to grab sulfur so that I can do it on camera. Show you guys what that looks like. Maybe I'll get lucky and it's right here. No, this is waste rock. So sulfur has like a yellow tint to it. And some of the rocks like this also have sulfur in them, I believe. But anyway, we've got some level 7 sailors here. Come and get me. Oh, he shoots. That's a musket, man. Just absolutely doing so well. All right. Dodge. There we go. Okay. Heal. Nope. And I still have my retaliation buff on, so it only took 3 hits with my saber there to take him down. And I'm gonna put another tent right here. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, there's so many? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. What's a grenadier? What's a grenadier? That's a grenadier. Okay. Look what quick work my saber makes of those guys, though. It blows them up, too. Oh my gosh. This is my new favorite type of NPC. The grenadier. Shoot. Run. And they're gonna go after the goat. Oh my gosh, this is absolute chaos. Okay, I'm gonna go after the grenadier. This is hilarious. Shoot. This is absolutely hilarious. There's another one of you. This is so funny. I love this, that the NPCs can take each other down. Alright. Heal. How you doing with the goats over here, boys? Okay. Alright. My, saber buff doing work there. Well, that was fun. Today I learned about a new NPC called a grenadier. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that. I don't think that was in the playtest. Reliable pistol on hands. Okay, so that is about Israel hands. And I think that's all I needed from this camp. Man, I love this game so much. All these little surprises and the fact that they can destroy their own crewmates. So I could completely just use myself as bait and run by enemy NPCs in hopes that a grenadier will blow them up. I love that so much. I love it. Okay. Oh, look at this. Predator call. Okay, so I do have, I finished the goat one. Nice. Oh, I didn't look at my curios. Okay. The captain's gone jumpy. Even after the wound, he never did rein in his temper, but ever since he took that artifact off Richards, his head sprung a leak. He's always muttering under his breath in some unknown tongue, eyes wild. Even those closest to him are starting to keep their distance. Still, I'll take him over Teach. Teach will shoot you first, then haul you back up as an undead. Better to die proper. Okay. So see, for all the mistakes and accidents I've made, at least I'm accomplishing the goals that I need to get done. Now, I think I might bring some of this stuff back to my base and drop it off, and then I can show you a little bit about what I'm doing at my base. I kind of want to go over here to, you know what, we can go back to the base, sleep, make it daytime, and then come back and drop off that quest. I really need to work on getting my level up a little bit more because I'm working on a crit build and I want to be able to put points not only in the skill tree but, you know, my stat points. I want to be able to get that going. So Brig, you have done me well. I must return home momentarily and I will show you what I've been working on because I was a little sneaky about it at the beginning of the video. So here I am at home. I've been doing some work. I have moved, I'll show you all of this in a second, but I have moved from my spot over there where I had all of my crafting benches to this new courtyard type building using the Spanish pieces, some of the old world pieces. I have a little lemon courtyard with some bananas and a well that I put in here that I really like. I also made this this fireplace, and I think it's really funny because I saw a screenshot on Reddit of somebody with like an actual acid fireplace that hush with an actual fireplace that you can unlock and place, but I went ahead and I built myself a custom one. So it does work. It's a little rough with the stone, but I can always go back in and like put some wood paneling around it to close it in. But it's my fireplace. It's going to be kind of the centerpiece of, this is going to be a tavern. So the reason I did this is because I wanted to hide the bonfire. I think the bonfire is really cool, but unless you like make a bonfire area on a beach, it's hard to like fit it into a camp. So I thought, what better place to have NPCs spawn and hang out than a tavern? So Galen will walk around the tavern. He also, his favorite spot, he really likes to come down here and sit on this bench. So I think that's really funny. He'll come down here and just chill on this bench. So anyway, let's make it daytime. I will show you a little shack I've been working on. This is a little shack I've been working on. It has supports that go down into the water. It is cramped right now, and once I start building more buildings, I'll be able to move these things around to make things look a little better, but that's what I've got for now. So, maybe this is why I'm a little bit out of practice with my naval combat, because I've been focusing so much on building that I kind of lost grip a little bit on my cannon fire and my shots. But hey, we got the job done. That's the first death I've had in a while, now that I think about it. Something else interesting I'll mention about this whole building process is that I have tried dredging. So let me show you. I'll show you that really quickly. And then I have one or two more things I need to do. So dredging is when you get in a ship and you like drag the bottom of the ground to dig up, you know, to put depth in there. I have been able to take, I don't know, I guess you could call it like 6 feet maybe off of the bottom to try and get ships through. I can get my Ketch through. I'm not sure if the brig's going to be able to get through. But the way I've been doing this, if you need to dredge somewhere and you can't, hold on. Let me show you why this is important. Okay, so I've got my shovel. I want to dig. But the second you get in the water, you can't dig anymore. So you need to build like a support out to where you need to dig. So what I've been doing, hold on, I have to swim around. I need to build stairs here. I wish we could grab the ledge and like, you know, pull ourselves up. But anyway, what I've been doing is I take these stone foundations and I put them below the water just to where I can stand on them. Like so. And then I build it out to where I need to dredge, and then I can reach the bottom if I stand on these pillars. So that works for me to do that. And so I've dredged all of this out. My warehouse is in the area that I've dug up. The warehouse is cute. It's a mix of pieces. It's got a little bit of decoration. As you can see, it's all very unfinished. But I thought I would show you my progress. So look, Galen's gonna go sit on his favorite bench. See? Actually, I need to talk to him, so we'll let him sit and then I'll talk to him while he's sitting. There. So this is his favorite spot. Okay. Let's see. What does he want? What quest? Oh, also, okay, so if you have Galen in your camp, you can ask him for medicine. So I'm going to say, do you have anything for me? He says, yes, take this. It might come in handy. And I get a minor healing potion. I don't know if you guys have done that or not yet, but... so Charlie Sharp says disease is spreading among the people of Tortuga. Too many people have suffered on Tortuga. I have a stash of medicine, but it's not enough. I don't have enough ingredients to restock. Is there anything I can do? I will make more medicine, but I need healing herbs. Collect 15 pieces for me, Captain. That should do. Okay, so I need 15 pieces of healing herbs, which I don't think I have. Okay, so I need to keep my eyes peeled for healing herbs. The next thing I want to do is ascend my saber. I figured I could show that being ascended. It's going to give me 10% more crit if I ascend it. So that's armor and clothing. Here's my weaponsmith bench. Okay, so you go to the ascend tab. You should have options. I now have my dueling saber that I can ascend. It requires 7 Timbaga ingots, which I found in ruins in the last Let's Play. So this will make it purple and also increases its base critical hit chance by 10%. That's what I want. So now I have this really cool crit saber. I wanted to go crit with my build, so that's the plan. Look at it. So cool. I'm excited to give it a try. Alright, the next thing I need to do is I have a quest to cook food. I need to cook 20 steaks for the people of Tortuga. It's either for the people of Tortuga or the smugglers, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done now. They want 20 skewered meat, so let's get that done. Nice. So that quest is complete. It was for the Buccaneers, actually. So let's go hand these in. I think, yeah, here it is. So the Buccaneers camp is here. This is going to be so good. And then on that island, the Foothills Island we were just on, there's the gunpowder quest. I need to go pick up gunpowder.
Watch out for goat horns, buddy.
Here he is, Henry Boucher. Are you here on business? Okay, the hides have been delivered to the refugee camp. Charlie Sharp sent me a barrel of rum as a gesture of gratitude. Thank you. Okay. So I get letters of favor from him. Very nice. That's kind of funny. I just cooked him food, but I said I turned in hides. Interesting. Now, we're actually pretty close to the Henry Every mission, so I figured we could go ahead and as a nice way to end the episode, we can discover more about Henry Every's story. He's like my my favorite storyline in this game. That is so far out there. Hold on. I need my little... What? Here it is. I was gonna say, I need my little ship to get to my big ship. But, Henry Every is my favorite storyline because I did a little research on him and there's like pirate lore that goes along with him. Alright. Away we go. Let's go give this Marlowe quest a shot. Okay, it's a level 3 ship. Her name is Boney Sue. I think we're gonna make quick work of these two ships. I've got 5 stacks of stand fast. I'm just gonna roll right up on them. I don't think we're gonna have any issues. I'm loving that I'm still working on quests that I picked up at the very beginning of the game. That you know, you can take your time, do things in the order you want. Okay. It looks like they're both gonna come at me the same way. I don't want to get in between them. There we go. Oh, that was a big hit. I just sunk something. I just sunk the ship. I sunk the escort ship without trying. I was trying to hit the Boney Sue, but instead, somehow my cannons found the escort ship. Just whack-a-mole went down. Okay. Let's pick up speed again. Now, what do those shields mean on her? Does that mean that she also has like a stand fast kind of buff going on? I'm gonna try and cross in front. I don't know if it'll work. I might be able to get a starboard shot off here. There we go. Nice. Now, I'm gonna do what the quest said and sink her. I'm not gonna try and board. So, there we go. Nice. That was a 13,000 devastating hit. So, level 10 ship versus level 3 ship. Now, I'm gonna be excited to return to Long Ben and see what our next mission with him will be. So, let's go find him and see what he has to say. This must be my favorite building in the whole game, by the way. Just look at the design of this building. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Long Ben.
Would you like a drink?
Sure. Marlowe won't be bothering you anymore. Such welcome news calls for a round of drinks. The old mongrel couldn't sit still. Now he can go keep the sea devil company. Nice. Level 7. Okay, are there any rumors? They say someone really ticked off the sea devil. Tortuga's crawling with walking corpses. Okay. Ooh, another quest. Anything bothering you beside the dead and the pirates? Sour wine and tables getting smashed in brawls. Tables aren't an issue though. I can always get the troublemakers to hammer together some new ones. Wine, on the other hand, my barrels are running dry and the suppliers aren't in a hurry to bring me any more. Find out what happened to my deliveries, will you? There's a chance the tavern will end up dry and I end up without my favorite drink. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. So if you ask him about rumors, you open up the chance to get another quest. But anyway, let's take a look as I sign off here. Let's take a look at my progression. So I've been wanting to go all in on agility, but I'm pretty mindful how important endurance and vitality also are. So I'm going to put 2 points into vitality. I would rather be safe than sorry. And then talent-wise, I already have the increases critical hit chance with one-handed melee, so hopefully that will continue. Let's see, what else can I do? When only one enemy is within 10, no. After a perfect block, your critical hit chance is increased by 5% for 12 seconds. Yes, please. Critical hit. Yes, okay. Very happy about that. I love that Pirates of the Caribbean reference about how Jack Sparrow wrestled himself a couple of sea turtles and made it to Tortuga. Anyway, I hope this is my ship. Yeah, this is my ship. This is the Mockingbird. I want to head back to the island where I set up the fast travel. And, oh, actually, maybe I should... No, I already did sleep. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to head back to this island and continue on with this quest. But anyway, this has been a look at the new brig. I showed you guys what my base looks like. My naval skills were a little rusty today because I spent so much time building, but don't worry. For the next episode, I will be back and ready to go. I also now have my ascended saber, so when I clear all of these islands, I'm really going to be able to just push that crit. Just leveled up, got the new crit on that as well. So really, it's been a really good episode for me. The sun is starting to come out here, which is always nice. But anyway, that has been it for me for my day 6. Thank you guys so much for the comments. Thank you so much for watching. That is it for me today, guys. As always, I hope you are enjoying your games, and I will see you all in the next video.